Guys, I think 2024 went insane. Bro, honestly, this year has just been what a year. I mean, come on. Like, let's speak about it this way. We got people who are getting accused of pedophilia every time you wake up in the morning. Like, bro, seriously? What have we come as a human being that we need to go after minors, right? In Dr. Disrespect's case, he's more of a creep than us. So this way, dude with 4 million subscribers got banned off of Twitch because he was talking to a minor, messaging inappropriately to a minor. Does that not sound insane? And he told us on a YouTube live stream that he was gonna, go on vacation with his family. Surprising that he has one after this. We don't know if his wife even divorced him, right? After this. And I saw a video by August the Duck that I'm gonna watch, and we're just gonna listen in what he has to say. Let's go.
Well guys, I never really thought I was going to be making this video. Maybe I was just being naive, but I honestly thought that once you admit to the entire internet that you were having inappropriate conversations with a teenager as a fully grown man who's married with children, that your career is kinda done for. But unfortunately, as we have seen over the last couple of days, that is not the case because as a collective society, we have all gone fucking insane and literally everything has
Yep. Dude, it's 2024. Years of pedophiles everywhere. Or pedophiles, sorry. Bro, you wake up one morning, you just see accusation of people being pedos, right? Like, the Chris Tyson situation. Like, it's been the Drake situation. It's all insane.
To be political now. It's awesome. Now, if you have no idea what I'm referring to, I'll stop being so cryptic. As many of you probably heard about, a little over a month ago at this point, the very popular streamer Dr. Disrespect admitted to the internet that the reason for his controversial Twitch ban was because he was messaging a teenager on the platform. This was not a he said, she said situation. He admitted to all of this, even going as far to admitting that the conversations got inappropriate. Going forward, I'm going to assume that if you clicked on this video, you have a basic understanding of what went down. If you don't, and you want to learn, I know a guy who has a video that went pretty in-depth on the topic. That'll be in the top right corner if you want to check that out. But from here on out, I'm going to be assuming that you are familiar with the situation, which would mean you know that when this happened, it was a pretty big deal. It was a trending topic for days on basically every single social media platform. It's one of the few influencer stories that managed to make it to real news stations. It was a huge deal. The guy was getting a ton of backlash and also quite a bit of support, but it was mostly negative, I feel, when this stuff was first hitting the news, and I feel like it kind of stayed that way until this whole Ava Chris Tyson situation started to get out. Now, if you don't know what I mean when I say that, basically, all you really need to know is that a member of the Mr. Beast team, who happens to be transgender, was outed for doing something similar to Dr. Disrespect, alongside other things that are arguably worse. This, in my opinion, is essentially what allowed Dr. Disrespect to do what he did 2 days ago.
I wonder, what is it going to take for grown men to not go against, like, what is it with grown adults and children? What is so attractive about children that attracts grown men like this? I really just want to know.
Which was returned to the internet after about a month-long hiatus through a Twitter post which implies that he is playing chess while the internet is playing checkers. Now this is what I want to focus on for the majority of this video, but first I want to address what I just said. If you heard what I just said and you are completely clueless as to why some random YouTuber being outed for a similar thing would change anything about this Dr. Disrespect situation, good for you. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. You are a person who has not been corrupted by the dog shit that is the internet.
I like how he will post that even though nobody even likes him on the internet anymore. Like, he literally disabled all of his comments to avoid the backlash of what he done. I mean, people went to his other video to talk smack about him.
2024. But I'll try to explain it as briefly as I can. Basically, when this whole Ava Chris Tyson situation was unfolding, a lot of big names on the internet were being accused of not talking about this situation because Ava Chris Tyson is a trans individual. I think the most notable, the two I saw the most of this surrounding, were Critical and Valkyrie. People were up in arms saying that these two and many other people were shitting on Dr. Disrespect, and now they're silent about Ava. And of course, since everything has to be political, in 2024, these people were being accused of not talking about Ava because of them being trans. Now, is this true or is this not true? How the fuck would anybody know? I think it's crazy for people to act like they know that's what was going on. Now, I will say that I do feel like I noticed a difference in the reception of this information when it came to Dr. Disrespect versus Ava Chris Tyson. Do I think this difference was because Ava's trans? No, not really. I think it's because in the Dr. Disrespect situation, he came out and said, yeah, I did this. There was no doubt about it. The guy came out and said, this is what happened. Whereas with the Ava shit, it was a bunch of evidence that none of the people involved were directly addressing. So people just had to kind of make up their own conclusions. Were those conclusions hard to make up? No, they weren't. But I think that is the disconnect. I think it's a lot less about sexuality than people are making it, but that's really not super relevant. The only reason it's relevant is because I think this sort of shift in how people were looking at these situations took some of the heat off of Dr. Disrespect and almost made people rally behind him, because people were like, oh, he just got crucified for doing this, now all these big YouTubers are silent, which I don't think was the case, but if you say something enough on the internet, it eventually becomes the truth, and that's how we got here. Okay, that was a not so brief way of explaining something I said I was going to explain briefly, but that's kind of my style, I guess, so whatever. All of that is to set us up for talking about this tweet with the stupid fucking checker picture. So as of right now, this tweet is sitting at 110,000 likes. Keep in mind, this is the guy who was basically just ran off of the internet because he was talking to a teenager inappropriately. This would be like if EDP returned to the internet after going out to get some cupcakes and was receiving hundreds of thousands of likes. So I mean, that alone is strange, right? I mean, who are the 110,000 people who were like, hell yeah, brother, you're
Probably his brain dead community now. Because, like, when this situation came out, Dr. Disrespect didn't say anything. But then after it did come out, people were still defending him and all that stuff. So, I wouldn't be surprised if that was it.
playing the fucking long game, 4D chess by talking to a kid. What a fucking guy. Like, what? It's weird. But it gets a whole lot weirder when you start to look at the replies. Now, here's the reply that has gone the most viral. It's a person who asks, is this you playing with a minor? And Dr. Disrespect hits her with the good one, she/her. The internet will never fix your real threat. Depression. What?
The real internet threat is him. Him, because he's like, bro, if you guys see him in like real life, bro, just keep your children away from him. Like, bro, don't even go near him.
The fuck does that even mean? Like, imagine being so stupid that you think you own somebody who called you out for messaging a kid by saying, haha, you've got pronouns in your bio, dude. Like, how insane do you have to be to think that means anything? 54,000 people liked this reply. That just goes to show the staggering amount of people who will back you no matter what you've done, as long as you say stupid shit like pronouns bad. Here's
Bro, it's like LCG when when the information came out about his daughter and him being a deadbeat father, or like him being a pedophile as well. Bro, his followers literally would back him up any way possible. They try to call it as stalking. I know this is like different to this, but like thought I'd make that comparison because like if you've seen his situation, where all of his followers would just back him up no matter what. Now this is different to this because Dr. Disrespect messaged a minor. So, yeah.
Another weird one. Somebody asks him, did you at least increase the vertical leap? And he replies with, and got a tan too? Yeah,
What?
you're a real fucking baller, dude. You went on basically what was a forced vacation because the internet found out you like to message teenagers, and you're bragging about how you got a tan. What a cool guy. Here's the last one we'll look at. This guy
Oh,
replied
this
with
one,
a picture that has
I
a
saw
lot
this
of
on the
words that
community
I'm
post.
not even going to risk showing on YouTube because things are getting finicky recently. But basically,
I'm not even gonna say.
it's calling Dr. Disrespect Dr. Diddler. And Dr. Disrespect...
Diddler. Bruh, yeah, I forgot about the Diddy situation too. Little brainwashed woke boy putting the Dragon Ball Z GFX with Kendrick Lamar lines got me big time. I mean, it was true though. You like little girls and little boys. Accept the fact.
replies with little brainwashed woke boy putting out Dragon Ball Z graphics with Kendrick Lamar lines. Got me big time. You're gonna have to take my word on this. There's nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar in this picture. Also, I think I'm gonna take quirked up white boy who's goated with the sauce out of my vocabulary and replace it with little brainwashed woke boy putting out Dragon Ball Z graphics. Also, can we just take a moment and
graphics,
really
my man.
appreciate the optics of this situation? 31,000 people liked this tweet. A tweet which implies that calling somebody out for messaging a minor is brainwashed wokeism. Holy fuck, we've never been more cooked. I mean, when I...
Also, how is it brainwashed when the evidence is clear as day all over the internet? It's not brainwashed. It's not mind control. It's right there. Of course. It's right there. It's not nobody's brainwashed. Like, I feel like he's just trying to rub this off and say that people are, like, accusing him of stuff that he didn't do. Even though he admitted it, but still. Like, he's trying to get people, like, to forget about it.
see stuff like this, I am genuinely worried for what the climate is going to look like in 10 years or so. I mean, seriously, if you're a younger person, and by that I mean if you've grown up with these last 4 or 5 years of the internet, so if you're like 15 or 16 probably, this might
I'm 17.
come as a shock, but there was a time on the internet, in my lifetime, my short lifetime, I'm only 22. I'm not much older than you if you're 16. There was a time where if you were the P word, which you can't say on YouTube for some stupid fucking reason, nobody liked you.
accidentally
Like, it
said it a
didn't
little bit.
matter
Also,
if you
might
were
edit that
right wing. It didn't matter if you were left wing. It didn't matter what political shit you associated with. If you liked kids, you were outed from society. Now, I'm talking specifically about the internet because I feel like in real life, this is obviously still the case. It's really easy to forget sometimes, but Twitter is not real life. Okay, oftentimes you'll find it's pretty far from it. So I'm not saying we've like fallen as a society, and if you go ask a random person what they think about a person messaging kids, they'll be like, yeah, that's awesome. But this new forming internet culture where it's really starting to seem like no matter what a person does, the people that align with them politically are still going to support them no matter what on
Yep,
both
this is
sides
facts.
is getting kind of scary. Like, really, if you think about what's happened over the last month or so, there shouldn't have been any drama. We've got 2 huge names on social media getting called out for doing the same thing, and for some reason, it turns into a war of politics. Instead of everyone just coming together and being like, hey, both of these people are massive weirdos for messaging kids and saying some of the stuff they've said, let's deplatform both of them and just forget about them. I mean,
Bro, true.
seriously, why is that not what happens? I mean, people are basically
Because
sitting...
people will be like, they'll if they see like massive YouTubers, they will support them no matter what, even though if they get into like controversies and stuff, because they're that much of a fan or a sim.
here arguing,
Not saying that this is Dr. Disrespect's fans.
saying our side's creep is less creepy than your side's creep, we win. Like, it's so transparent what's actually happening here. The people who spend all day arguing online about stuff like this don't actually care about the kids. They're not worried about the victims of stuff like this when it actually happens.
No.
They're only worried about how it reflects them. Their only concern is how it reflects their party, reflects their politics, reflects their sexuality. I mean, seriously, that's what it seems like. Because on the internet in 2024, if one person person does one thing, then whatever demographic they are part of is expected to prove that they are not doing the same thing as well. And that expands to a whole lot more than just what we're talking about today. And look, like I said, I know that what's going on Twitter is not super reflective of what's happening in real life, but still, seeing stuff like this all the time is pretty disheartening as, you know, a human. I've said this before, and it's insane that I have to keep saying it. The fact that we are at a point where we're so divided on the internet that we can't even all come together and be like, hey, that creator is messaging kids, let's stop supporting them. The fact that that is not...
I stopped supporting him as soon as I heard about that situation, and I stayed sub to him because I was like, bro, no way this is true, bro. Because I've been watching this dude since, like, 7 or 6 years. What year is 20? Wait, hold on, how many years is from in 2016? Because that was the first time I watched him. Like, 7 years? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. But yeah, bro, 8 years of supporting Dr. Disrespect just to come in 2024 and see this. This is crazy.
Agreeable stance anymore. It's never been more over. Well, guys, what do you think? Am I just a stupid idiot baby that can't understand the 4D chess that Dr. Disrespect is playing? No. I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and answer that for you. To say I'm surprised Dr. Disrespect came back in this fashion would kind of be disingenuous. I sort of expected something like this, but I also would not have been surprised whatsoever if the guy just never came back, and that's honestly what I sort of thought would actually happen. I thought he would just cut his losses, be happy with the millions of dollars he's made, but no, he's gotta come back, and I think it's gonna get really weird for him in the next few months. Like I said in my original video talking about this whole situation, the kind of audience you garner when you're unapologetically admitting that you're messaging teenagers, yeah, probably not one most people want. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over.
Video. Well, guys, what do you guys think? I'm gonna ask you guys. I honestly, sorry if I wasn't talking like some of the video. I was just listening to August, what he was saying. So don't mind me. But anyway, what do y'all think? What has happened to us human beings that we have to sit here and message minors? I will never understand. It goes like EDP situation, Drake situation, the P. Diddy situation, because I think he also was doing stuff to minors as well. I don't know, I gotta look it up. The Dr. Disrespect and Chris Tyson. That has to be at least like 5 or 4 people, I don't know. But like, bro, what do we have to do to keep us away from children? Like the most, like that is the most disgusting thing you can do when you have like over 4 million followers and you're making millions of dollars off of those subs and those views and those clicks and those likes. Like, bro, why would you throw that all away to message a minor? And I don't know why Disrespect would come back as if he leaves and come back, all of us are just gonna forget it. Like, bro, that's internet is forever, and that's gonna stay on the internet forever. You can't take it off. It's gonna be there forever. And he's playing chess though. Isn't chess like a kid's game or something? I don't know. And also the messages that he sent, the messages that that one person sent. I like how he called him brainwashed. When he wasn't even brainwashed. He's just saying the truth. He's calling you out for talking to a minor, of course. Like, if you can't, like, he knows what he did. Because he even admitted it. And calling someone a woke boy because that's just messed up. And I might make the video on the Chris Tyson situation, like, maybe like next week. Because, like, I got school in the next next Wednesday. Bro, I'm so tired right now because, like, I've been out searching for not searching, but, like, going out with my grandmother. We were going to stores trying to look for, like, backpacks for school and stuff. I'm really, like, tired right now. So, I'm going to end the video right here. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, help me reach 800, because that's, like, one step closer to, like, 1,000, because, like, I really want to reach 1,000 before like Twitch 24 ends and stuff like that. So yeah, help me reach that goal. Like and subscribe. Subscribe to August's channel. I'm gonna put in the description. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.
Before I actually end the video, I want to say this. I've been watching Dr. Disrespect for like 8 years. I stopped watching him around like 2022 and stuff because I lost interest. For me to wake up one morning and turn on my TV to see that situation truly shocked me. I feel bad for his wife. His kid though, because like how could you do that with a wife and kid? Absolutely disgraceful. Disgusting what we've come to in 2024. Anyways, I'm done. Peace.